Hi, in this video we will learn about the different filters in the Wireshark. It goes without saying that once you start sniffing on a busy network you will be flooded with a bulk load of traffic, and in no time you may lose track of what you are looking for and seek assistance. Therefore, it is vital to understand how to filter through the packets that are just relevant to our investigation. In this video we will learn what filters are and the two types of filters in the Wireshark: number 1, capture filters and the display filters. Filters are like conditionals the programmers or developers use while writing code. For example, if we only wanted to see the DNS packet, then in the filter toolbar we will enter the DNS and we will see only the packets that are related to the DNS protocol. Similarly, if we wanted to see only the ARP packets, we will enter ARP in the filter box and we will see on the packets related to the ARP protocol. There are two types of Wireshark filters, as we said before: the capture filters and the display filters. The capture filters are used before starting the capture on any interface and cannot be applied to an existing capture file, for example when we know exactly what we are looking for. There is nothing better than capture filters, for example when we need to troubleshoot the DHCP or dynamic host configuration protocol related issues on, for example when we need to troubleshoot the dynamic host configuration protocol or DHCP related issues on a network and are not concerned with any other frames on the network. Then we can apply the following capture filters like port boot PC, and all we will see in the DHCP traffic or the wire and nothing else. So this port boot PC is for seeing only the DHCP related traffic. If you want to see on the IPv6 traffic, then this is the capture filter we are looking for. This capture filter IP protocol 1 is for only capturing the ICMP related traffic. For FTP only traffic we will enter the port FTP filter, and by excluding the RDP traffic we will enter not port 3389 because this is the port where RDP protocol run. So this table gives an overview of some of the capture filters available in Wireshark. The primary benefit of using capture filters is to offload the computer from having to parse any useless frames. Therefore, possessing an excellent set of capture filters in the arsenal can help us quickly pinpoint any anomaly on the network. Now let's practically see how we can use a capture filter. Now let's practically understand how to apply a capture filter. Open your Wireshark and in this capture filter field, enter this filter. We want to see on the ICMP related traffic that is used for pinging a network. Enter IP Proto 1 and the interface we will use is our loopback traffic because we will ping our local host. Now let's first generate some ICMP traffic by pinging to our local host. As we can see that we can only see the ICMP related traffic and not any other traffic. This is because we have applied the ICMP capture filter and not a display filter. This will only capture the packets that fulfills or capture filter criteria. The second type of filters are the display filters. Display filters are majorly used during analysis of already captured packets. However, they can also be used while capturing, as they do not limit the packets being captured, they just restrict the visible number of packets. Now there will be times when we do not want to apply any filters before starting packet capture and need to capture everything that traverses our network. For example, whenever a security incident is triggered on the network, it is important that we capture all the packets flowing on the Wireshark and then analyze and reconstruct the event using a packet or network analyzer tools such as Wireshark. During analysis, we might need to filter out traffic based on certain conditions, such as IRC-based communications are taking down an FTP upload to a server in a different country. For the purpose of this, Wireshark provides display filters, which makes life easier. Display filters allow us to take the maximum advantage of the Wireshark dissectors, which take care of decoding and interpreting the fields of each packet. Click on the Analyze from the menu and we can see that there are some display filters option, display filter macros and display filter expressions. Let's click on the display filter expressions. It may take some time to load. So here we can see that there are different types of display filter expressions. We can search for it. For example, if we search for HTTP-related filters expression, then there are different types of HTTP, HTTP2, and HTTP3. Let's expand the HTTP expressions, and here we can see that there are fields like HTTP except, and there are also relations equal to, contains, matches, and so on. If we want to insert this filter or this filter expression, we just have to click on the OK button and this will be written into the filter bar. Now this is just expression. Let's make it a complete filter by equating it to some method. And when we apply this filter, we will see only the packets of the HTTP protocol that has get method set. Let's enter it now. Unfortunately, in an RPCap file there are no packets. With this criteria fulfilled, let's just enter the HTTP and we will see all the HTTP related packets. We can also apply filter from the packet details span by selecting any of the field and looking here the status bar. Let's drag down the HTTP transfer protocol tape and look for a field that we could apply on. Let's select, for example, this field host1 http.host, for example, if we want to see only the packets for this host. Let's just right-click on it and click on the Applies filter and click on the selected. Now we can see that this filter has been automatically applied on the packets and we can see only the packets with this criteria fulfilled. For example, the packets which have host of the live update symantecliveupdate.com. Similarly, from the packet details span we can apply different types of display filters. For example, if we want to look for only the source port 689 to rightly connect and go to the Applies filter selected, and this filter is already applied. So there are different types of filters related to ports, related to protocol IP addresses, source IP, destination IP, and so on. We can also make shortcut of these filters by clicking this plus button. For example, if we want to make a shortcut key for the HTTP, let's give it a name HTTP and the filter we will use is. Click OK and this HTTP button is visible here. Now we just have to click on this button and this filter will be automatically applied. We can make as much as shortcut as we want. We can also apply filters from here by selecting any of the column. For example, if we want to see, I want to see the packets with only 200 OK responses. Select the packet, go to the HTTP transfer protocol, expand it on the status code, click on the status code, and here we can see that this filter will be applied. http.response code. Right-click on it and applies. Filter is selected and this filter is applied. Let's make a shortcut of it and give it a name HTTP 200 and click OK, and this shortcut key will be made here. Now we just have to click on this button and this filter will be applied automatically. So this makes our life very easy and saves our time so much. Now let's see some common display filters from the Analyze and click on the display filters and we can see that there are different types of display filter. If we want to see only the IPv4 traffic, we have to enter this filter expression. If we want to see only the traffic related to some specific IP, then we have to enter ip.addr equals some IP that we want to see the packets from. For IPv6 only traffic, we just have to enter the filter IPv6 DCP for TCP. For UDP we can also combine different filters expression using these operator which are equal and not and so on. You can also create our display filters and save it here by clicking on this plus button. Remove it or copy different filters. So this was all about different types of filters in Wireshark. We discussed what are filters, what are capture filters, and what are display filters. We also understood how to apply any specific field as a filter from the packet details pane. We also discussed how to create shortcut of filters and save it in our profiles.